Welcome to the channel, bass guitarists and internet aficionados. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my Ibanez miKro bass guitar, aka a short scale bass, and how I modded it. If guitar modding and guitar reviews are your thing, then you should probably subscribe to my channel. I do guitar modding quite often, and every like, comment, and subscription really does help with the YouTube algorithms and growing the channel, so thank you in advance. Alright, so a few years ago, before I was even making YouTube videos on this channel, I was looking to buy a bass guitar for recording, and I used to have an Ibanez 4-string bass at 34-inch scale, so I had a very positive opinion of Ibanez bass guitars. So I was looking to buy another Ibanez bass. I was also wanting something that would be able to handle standard C# and drop B bass tuning. But I was also infatuated with the idea of a short scale bass. They are easier to play. And I came across this Ibanez miKro GSRM20 bass guitar. It is 28 5/8 inch scale or 28.6 inch scale according to Sweetwater. And I knew there are 9-string guitars out there that are also 28 5/8 inch scale and are tuned to a low C# on the lowest string, same pitch as I would want the lowest string on a bass guitar for standard C# tuning. And I know people also put 9-string guitars into drop B tuning, so yeah. And I knew Ibanez also made a 5-string miKro bass with the same scale length as this 4-string short scale bass, so I decided to pull the trigger on it. I did pick the matte walnut brown finish because I thought it looked nice, but also because bass notes, brown note, you get the picture. If I ever wanted another short scale bass though, I would probably go for the red one. Looks nice. After I got it though, I realized finding strings for a short scale bass guitar can be hard. I was able to find and buy a set with a 110 gauge for the lowest string, biggest I could find for that scale length, but I was having a lot of trouble getting the lowest string to intonate properly. Seemed like the saddle was just not able to go back far enough for the lowest string. So being a guitar modder myself, I was looking for a potential bass bridge replacement that had more room for the saddles to adjust, ergo more room for the string to intonate. And I found this Hipshot Kickass bass bridge. Looked like a lot more room for the saddles to adjust. But using my brain, I also realized that if I put the new bridge in the exact same distance away from the neck as the old bridge, that there would be a lot of unused space. I really came to realize this because the other 3 strings were intonating properly, but they weren't near the front edge of the stock bridge at all. They were further back. So I measured as to know where exactly the front edge of the new bridge should start. Wrote that measurement down, then I was able to get to work. I used tape to make marks on the body to try and help keep the new bridge straight. I did read reviews of the Kickass bridge before I bought it, and people were saying on an Ibanez bass, the saddles may not be able to reach the appropriate string height. Just how the measurements work out with how high above the body the fretboard is. So I also got some thin blocks of wood cut to go under the bridge to accommodate the string height. With the old bass bridge being gone now, there was going to be 2 screw holes uncovered because of where the new bridge would be positioned, and I decided to just put the 2 screws in the screw holes, even though they aren't doing anything other than filling holes. These screws were holding the old bridge in place, along with some other screws. So comparing to the stock photos, you can tell the new bridge is definitely further back than the old bridge. Even with the new bridge having more room for the saddles to adjust, for the strings to intonate, I had to max the saddle out all the way to the back for the lowest string to intonate properly for a low B. It really was so bad before that the lowest string was tuned to B, the 12th note fretted would ring out as a C, and that was the stock bridge and the saddle back as far as it would go. So after this mod, the bass can now actually intonate properly for standard C# and drop B bass tunings. I have recorded multiple songs with this bass. I'll give you a few examples on screen now, with links to the full videos if you want to go check them out. The bass sounds great, even though it was a cheap bass and needed some modding done. It sounds great now. I am very happy with my bass guitar, but I think I am going to try modding it even more in the future. I want to put passive EMG pickups in it and see how it sounds. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you see that video when it comes out. What do you think of my bass and the mod I did? What would you have done differently if it was your bass guitar? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching and making it all the way to the end. I appreciate it, guys. Alright, let's get out of here and get back to practicing and writing something awesome. Cheers.